This video is from a satellite camera showing the traffic on a busy road in South Africa. We first see a man crossing the road from a residential area coming towards the moving vehicles. He goes straight for one of the cars, breaking the window. He then rushes off the scene, moving back towards the residential areas. The man had just finished his first act, but he was far from ending his devious plan. He started walking on the other side of the road towards the opposite direction of the traffic. This area is in Dunoon, a township located in the city of Cape Town. The man continued to walk in the bushes, but he had no idea that he was being followed by a satellite camera from above. The city of Cape Town are turning to these innovative ways to trail and catch criminals in the most remote areas. These cameras can locate culprits in places they might not even think they are being monitored. The city is also introducing cameras with facial recognition software connected to home affairs databases that can instantly identify these criminals. The man continued to walk before stopping to chat with one of his colleagues on the road. He was leaving a trail of evidence with every move that might potentially lead to his capture, since that person he just communicated with can also be identified with a direct link to this culprit. They chatted for a while before the man continued on. It's important to note that the colleagues seemed to be his lookout, monitoring the traffic for possible police vehicles and security personnel. He might also be a new recruit being taught how to do these disgraceful things, as we see him watch the clown attempt another smash and grab. He walked up to another car before trying again, but this time he seemed to have failed. This did not stop the man as he continued with his plan. The camera was now close to the culprit, showing him moving along the edge of the road. For motorists, it is extremely important to stay alert in these suspicious areas and always be on the lookout for these individuals. The man is then joined by his lookout as they search for a new spot to attempt another smash and grab. You would think with this much detail on these culprits the police would take these clowns down, but this is not always the case in the nation of South Africa. These culprits are likely to operate in the same areas and known hotspots. Their body language can show you how comfortable they are, as they are literally walking along the same road they just committed and attempted 2 robberies in broad daylight. He attempted to get into another vehicle, but the driver reacted just in time before the culprits could access inside the vehicle. The man continued along his path as he looked for another opportunity to strike again. This time he was not alone, as we see how these culprits coordinate in executing these foul actions. His accomplice walked towards the vehicles from behind before breaking the window. The man was almost hit by oncoming traffic while busy trying to steal a phone. They finally realized their failure and walked away empty-handed after all that clown show. They might have thought they had gotten away with it, but they had no idea how wrong they were. The satellite camera was watching their every move towards their possible homes. These technologies can really help the police in their investigations. The more information they have on these culprits, the better the chances of taking them down. The three men could now be seen entering the township of Dunoon. The satellite camera was watching their every move as they walked towards their possible places of residence. In recent times, the community members in this area have started petitions for the return of mobile police stations to combat these crimes. They also requested for the provision of a permanent station in the area. This is common in some of the areas deemed informal settlements in the nation. They end up with inadequate public services, and this might lead to crime infestation due to less and less policing. The men continued to walk around the area in Dunoon with the camera staying on them all the way. On this video, the man was driving on the road minding his business, but he had a nasty surprise waiting for him ahead. A man suddenly appeared and broke the window. There was little to no time to react, as this happened super fast. There is definitely no chill in South Africa, as anything can happen at any moment. The man was left speechless with these actions, and this was such a nasty experience. Here we first see two men walking past a line of parked vehicles. The black Volkswagen seemed to have piqued their attention. They first walked past the car, but this was far from over. The men were curating a devious plan. We see them pass the vehicle for the second time, as this was now obvious something was being monitored here. The first culprit threw something on the window, and the minion followed the process. It's important not to leave valuables visible from the outside when parking vehicles.